Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Madeline, and I'm the financial educator of this channel. And my channel is Financial Planning 101. Thank you for coming on. And we're going to talk about the rule of 72 today. Most people don't know about the concept of the rule of 72. The banks don't want to tell you about the rule of 72, okay? So let's get into this concept, okay? So, we're closing in on, we're talking about our favorite part, and it's time to learn the rule of 72. Have any of you ever heard of it before? It's a little known mental math shortcut that wealthy have used for years, and everyone should know about it. So let's dive in, okay? So you simply divide any interest rate into the number 72, and it tells you how long it would take for your money to double. It works for you if you save money, and it works against you if you're borrowing money. So at 1%, it takes 72 years for $1 to turn into $2. That's a long time. Would anyone knowingly choose that on purpose? Yet so many people choose rates that low or even lower. As you can see, the better rate of return you get, the faster money can double. At 3% every 24 years, at 6% every 12 years, at 9% every 8 years, and at 12% every 6 years. That's more like it. So the higher the interest, the harder your money works. So here's another way to look at it in the terms of numbers of doubling you could have over your lifetime. So at 1%, if you're lucky, if you live long enough to get one double, at 6%, you could have four doubles. And at 12%, you could literally have eight doubles. Okay. And each double twice the money. So in this example, Zoe, Zoe had $10,000. She was given some money and she put her money in a 1% interest. Of course, that 1% interest doubled only one time. And at 67, she only had $16,000. Okay. And just to give you an idea what these percentage really, how your money works and based on each percentage. So let's say Zoe, she put her money in let's say a 6% interest account, a bank account with 6% interest, okay? Or any account. And it doubled four times, okay? By the time she retire, she'll have $160,000 at a 6% interest. That sounds much better than 1%. And let's take it another step further. Let's say a 9% interest. It's going to double six times. Six times during her lifetime. By the time she retires at 67, she'll have $640,000 in that account. And let's try at 12%. Now, at 12% account, it would double eight times. That same $10,000. By the time she retired at 67, she would have $2.5 million. That's a lot of money at 12%. Okay? Just imagine an account giving her 12% compound interest on her money, and she would have almost over $2 million. Okay? That's the beauty of compound interest. Okay? And the rule of 72. All right? And at a rate of return at 0.5%, let's say 0.15, if you divide that at 72, you're looking at 480 years for your money to double. And by the year 2504, as Clark said, his great, 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 great grandchildren will be loving his money. Just think about it. Have that sink in. And just so we're clear, the same place that gives you 0.15% can charge you 22% or more for a credit card. That means their money doubles every 3 or so years. Now, see where the title of the book, Stop Being a Sucker. The meaning of why we tell people get the book, stop being a sucker. Because we are putting our money in these low interest account and our money is not working for us. So the only way I could kind of like give you an idea, think of your money as your employees. You want your money to work for you. That's your employee, and you putting your money into these accounts and your money is like being real lazy to move. Like an employee, like some of the employees, they don't want to work, they don't want to do nothing, and just sitting there. Like that's basically what your money's doing in these accounts with these low interest rates. But the banks, they want their money to work very hard for them. This is the reason why they charge high interest rates on these credit cards, and their money is working very hard, making money for them. All right. So this is the difference between how the rule of 70 really helps you, but it also harms you in the long run. Okay. And of course, the bank will give you a lollipop for your trouble waiting in line to make a deposit. What brand is it? Usually, yep, a dum dum. We can't make this up. It's like they are trying to tell you, but you just don't know the code. So you can see the rule of 72 to figure out what rate of return you need for a savings goal or what a loan will cost you. So this is the beauty of the rule of 72. The banks is not going to tell you nothing about it, and they're definitely using these rule of 72. And the people who have the money have know a lot about the rule of 72, and they are benefiting from it. And this is not the time to be sucker minded. This is the time to apply the rule of 72 to all your finances like a well-minded people do. Okay? So keep this in mind about the rule of 72. All right. Do not sleep on this rule of 72. Because again, you could use it when you get in credit cards, applying for credit cards. You could use it when you apply for loans, and it tells you how much money the loan suppliers and the credit card companies are making money off of you. And you could also use it when it comes to saving money. You can see how much your money will grow over time. Okay. And we're here. This is the end of our, video. And, principles like this, just learn, just learn will bring up questions like the ones you see on the screen. I mean, these are the type of questions you want to be asking the banks. What are other safety options, in the bank accounts, the best place to put your money. Am I willing to settle for 1% or even a 2% rate of return? Or is there a way I can get a 4 or 6% return, or perhaps even higher? These are questions you ask the banks. What type of high interest accounts still provide adequate safety? Can I finance or refinance my car loan or mortgage with a lower interest rate? Will the finance industry manage my money, earn more interest than I will? And will I get enough doubles during my income earning years to reach my savings goals to retire? If not, what do I need to change? So these are the questions you need to be asking when you're putting your money in these accounts, because the banks are not gonna, answer these questions for you unless you ask these questions. All right. You know, so what is your feedback about the rule of 72? Have you even heard about the rule of 72? And if you did heard about the rule of 72, have you was able to utilize the rule of 72 for your own finances? Okay, so I love your feedback on this video. I will leave all my information, my my website, in the description box. If you need to connect with me, my information will be in the description box. You can email me, you can contact me. All the information is going to be there. And I will help you through the process of learning these concepts. You could download the ebook. I could even help you do your finances and find out what are you paying in your own debts and find out from there. This is why we tell and teach people about these concepts that we were never taught in school. All right. So connect with me. Give me your feedback. I really would love to hear from you. And again, my name is Marilyn. I'm a financial educator, and I will definitely see you on the next video. Thank you.